So what is tomato stopping and why do we do it? Well, it's absolutely boiling in the polytunnel today, so this is going to be a really quick video. But at the middle of August now, there's a couple of tips that I just wanted to give you on how to get the absolute most from your tomato plants and make sure you get as much ripe fruit as possible. So number one is, if you have tomatoes that grow really long trusses like these Sakura here, you can cut off some of the fruits at the bottom. And for a cherry tomato, I would limit your fruits to about 10 to 15 per plant. For a medium to large tomato, maybe 6 to 8. And then if you're growing those big juicy beefsteaks, maybe 2, 4 maximum. If we look at feeding then, well, these leaves here are a lovely rich dark green, so we don't have any issues there. But if your leaves are starting to yellow, and especially further up the plant, your bottom leaves are always going to be dying off. That's perfectly normal. You could use a liquid tomato feed every 2 weeks or so. As regards watering, so tomatoes actually taste better if they're a little bit on the thirsty side. So I would only water maybe every second day in really hot weather like this, and then maybe twice a week if it's overcast. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is a process called stopping, which I mentioned at the start. And the idea here is that if your tomato keeps growing, and Anna, if you look up here, I've left this one to grow. So you can see this one is going to keep on going and it's going to keep on trying to produce fruit. But because we're in the middle of August, we're only 2 months away from our first frost date when growth is going to stop. And the tomatoes won't have enough time to ripen all that fruit. So we want to cut the top of it so the tomato can put all its energy, and have a look in here, Anna. Wants to put all its energy into ripening the existing fruit. Look at these lovely ones here on our grappolina. As I said, we need all that energy. So stopping, what do we do? So we just get up to the top of the plant here and we're just going to cut off the growing tip like that. Okay, so we're cutting the top off the plant. Now the tomato is going to retaliate by producing more side shoots. So here's one that I left just to show you. Side shoot, of course, between the main stem and the leaf, and we cut that off. So we need to keep a closer eye on our tomatoes and make sure we remove all those side shoots. So that's it. It's too hot in here. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.